How to Stop Limiting Beliefs and Unlock Your True Potential Through Meditation by Audible Insights. Introduction. You've been carrying a weight you can't quite name. Every time you push forward, it pulls you back. Every time you glimpse possibility, something inside whispers, not for you. It's not just hesitation, not just fear. It's something deeper. A hidden barrier built from beliefs you don't even realize you have. You tell yourself you want more confidence, more success, more peace, more freedom. And yet something inside resists. Maybe you've tried pushing through with willpower, forcing change, repeating affirmations, setting bigger goals. But no matter what you do, it feels like you keep hitting the same invisible wall. You wonder if you're just not disciplined enough, not smart enough, not something enough. But that's not the truth. The truth is, you are not the problem. The problem is the set of beliefs running quietly in the background of your mind, beliefs that were planted in you long ago, before you even had a chance to question them. Maybe you've been told that you're not the kind of person who succeeds. Maybe you've learned to doubt yourself, to shrink when you should rise. Maybe deep down, you believe that real change isn't possible for you. This book is here to show you something radical. Every limitation you experience is not reality, it is a belief. And beliefs can be changed, but not through force, not through effort alone. Real transformation doesn't come from trying to be someone different. It comes from realizing you already are. And that is where meditation becomes the key. Meditation is not about escaping life or quieting your mind. It's about seeing clearly, seeing yourself, your patterns, your conditioning. It is the practice of becoming deeply aware of the stories running your life and, for the first time, choosing which ones to keep. When you meditate, you don't just change how you think, you change how you see. And when you change how you see, your entire life transforms. This is not just about improvement. It is about liberation. The journey ahead is not about adding more strategies or forcing yourself into change. It is about unlearning. It is about uncovering the truth beneath the layers of doubt and fear. It is about stepping into your life, not as someone better, but as someone free. If you are willing to question what you've believed to be true, if you are willing to sit with discomfort and step beyond old stories, then this book will be more than words. It will be a door. All you have to do is step through. Chapter 1. The hidden cage. You think you are making choices. You think you are in control of your life. But what if I told you that most of what you do, think, and believe is not really yours? From the moment you were born, you have been absorbing beliefs from the world around you. Your parents, teachers, culture, experiences, all of them shaping the way you see yourself and the world. Some of these beliefs empower you, but many do not. Many of them have quietly built an invisible cage around you, dictating what is possible, what is safe, what is realistic. And here's the most dangerous part. You don't even see it. That's the nature of limiting beliefs. They don't announce themselves. They don't tell you, I am a belief and you can change me. Instead, they disguise themselves as truth. They whisper, this is just the way things are. And so you live inside a cage without realizing there's a world beyond it. But today that changes. Today you begin to see the bars. Let's start with a simple but powerful realization. Everything you believe about yourself was learned. Think about that. Every fear, every doubt, every assumption about what you can and cannot do, it all came from somewhere. And if it was learned, it can be unlearned. Right now, your mind might be pushing back. But what if my beliefs are true? That's the trick. That's how limiting beliefs survive. They convince you they are facts. They build evidence, stack experiences, remind you of every failure. But evidence does not equal truth. Imagine someone who believes they are bad at relationships. They've had heartbreak, rejection, maybe even betrayal. They see a pattern and say, this is just the way I am. But what if that belief itself is shaping their reality? What if, because they expect rejection, they subconsciously push people away? What if they never fully open up, never truly allow themselves to be seen? Their belief creates their experience, which reinforces the belief. A perfect, self-sustaining loop. Now, take a moment and ask yourself, what is one thing I've always believed about myself? Maybe it's that you're not confident, or that you're not creative, or that you'll never be financially successful. Whatever it is, hold that belief in your mind. And now ask yourself, who told me this? Where did this belief come from? Because I promise you it came from somewhere. And the moment you can see that, you've taken the first step outside the cage. But seeing the cage is not enough. You must also learn how to step beyond it, and that is where meditation becomes your greatest tool. Meditation is not about forcing yourself to think positive. It's not about ignoring fear or pretending your doubts don't exist. It is about noticing. When you sit in meditation, you begin to witness your thoughts instead of becoming them. Let's try something now. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and simply watch your thoughts. Don't try to change them, just notice what appears. What do you hear? A voice criticizing you, a to-do list, doubt, fear. Now notice something even deeper. If you can observe your thoughts, who is the one watching? You are not your thoughts. You are the one aware of them. And that awareness is the key to freedom. Because when you are no longer lost inside a belief, when you can see it as just a thought, something separate from you, it begins to lose its power. This is the first crucial step to breaking free from limiting beliefs, awareness. Because the moment you see the cage, you are no longer fully inside it. And the next step, learning to step beyond it completely. That is where we go next. Chapter 2. The power of noticing. It's easy to think that change happens with grand gestures. A sudden burst of willpower, an intense shift in behavior, a dramatic transformation. But the truth is, real change happens in the small, quiet moments when you are able to see yourself clearly. The first step to breaking free from limiting beliefs is to notice them. It sounds simple, but in practice, it can be profound. Most of us live our lives on autopilot, reacting to situations based on beliefs and thought patterns that we're not even consciously aware of. You're not just thinking, you're believing. And these beliefs shape everything about your experience. In the quiet space of meditation, you can start to separate yourself from the constant flow of thoughts and begin to notice what's actually going on in your mind. Take a moment now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Allow yourself to settle into your body. Simply observe your thoughts without judgment. You might notice worries or desires creeping in, the voice of self-criticism, or perhaps the voice of encouragement. Just notice. The key to transformation is the simple act of noticing. When you begin to observe your thoughts, you realize you are not your thoughts. You are the observer. This distinction is the first crack in the foundation of your limiting beliefs. You don't have to believe everything that enters your mind. You don't have to act on every impulse or instinct. You are free to choose. This is the power of meditation. It creates the space between stimulus and response, the moment where you can see your patterns instead of being controlled by them. The more you meditate, the more you train your mind to pause and observe, to catch the limiting beliefs as they arise. The next time a limiting belief pops up, maybe it's something like, I'm not good enough or I can't handle this situation. Notice it. Acknowledge it. Say to yourself, here's that thought again. And in that moment you begin to disarm it. You don't fight it. You don't try to change it immediately. You simply notice. This is a profound shift. By giving yourself the space to observe your thoughts without getting lost in them, you allow yourself to see them for what they truly are, just thoughts. They don't define you. The next time you catch yourself in a limiting belief, ask yourself these questions. Is this thought true? Where did it come from? What evidence do I have that contradicts this belief? These questions don't have to be answered immediately. Simply ask them and notice what comes up. The practice of inquiry opens a door to seeing your beliefs more clearly. As you continue this practice, you will find that your habitual beliefs begin to lose their grip on you. The moment you notice them, they are no longer in control. And with time, you will begin to catch them earlier and earlier in the process, until one day they no longer have the power to shape your actions or your self-image. Meditation is about presence, and presence allows you to catch the limiting beliefs before they shape your experience. With this awareness, you are already on the path to change. As you build your meditation practice, keep in mind that this process is gradual. It's not about becoming perfect or clearing all negative thoughts from your mind. It's about creating the awareness to see what's there, to understand it, and to consciously choose whether or not it serves you. And when you make this simple yet powerful shift, the change you're seeking will unfold naturally, without force, without struggle. The more you meditate, the more you will recognize the lies your mind has told you, and the more you will begin to see your true potential. With each meditation session, you're strengthening your ability to notice and shift your beliefs. Now the question becomes, what will you do with the awareness you've gained? The next step is to transform this awareness into meaningful change. And for that, we turn to the practice of rewriting the script. Chapter 3. Rewriting the script. The beliefs that hold you back are not facts, they are stories. They are narratives that have been written for you by life, by society, by your past experiences. And just like any story, they can be rewritten. In this chapter, we will explore how to consciously rewrite the story you've been living. It starts with understanding that the beliefs you hold about yourself are just that, beliefs. They are not your identity, and they are not your destiny. To begin, take a moment to reflect on one of your limiting beliefs. It might be something like, I'm not good enough, I'll never be successful, or I don't deserve happiness. Once you've identified it, consider this. When did this belief first begin to take root? Was it something you heard from someone in your childhood? Was it a result of a failure or disappointment? Limiting beliefs often stem from early experiences, and they can feel like an intrinsic part of who you are. But they aren't. They are just ideas that you've internalized. And just like any idea, they can be challenged and replaced. One of the most powerful ways to rewrite your internal script is through meditation. When you meditate, you create space between your thoughts and your sense of self. This space allows you to challenge the beliefs you've held for so long. In meditation, you can observe the stories you've been telling yourself. You can look at them from a distance as if you're watching a movie. You can see the flaws in the plot, the contradictions in the narrative. And once you see them, you can begin to rewrite them. Try this exercise. In your next meditation, focus on a belief you want to rewrite. Imagine that belief as a story on a page. Then ask yourself, if I could rewrite this story, how would it look? What would your life be like if this belief were no longer true? How would your actions change? How would you feel? Write your new story in your mind. Visualize it in as much detail as possible. Feel the emotions that come with it. See yourself acting, thinking, and living in alignment with this new belief. The more you meditate and focus on this new narrative, the more it begins to take root. And just as you've rewritten the story in your mind, you will start to see it unfold in your external reality. But rewiring your beliefs isn't just about mental exercises. It's about embodiment. When you rewrite a story, you must begin to live it. Take small actions that reflect your new belief. If you believe you are worthy of success, start making decisions and taking actions that align with that belief. If you believe you can be confident, step into situations where you must be. Each time you do this, you reinforce the new belief, making it stronger. The more you embody your new story, the less space there is for the old beliefs to exist. And over time, you will realize that the person you once thought you were, limited, fearful, doubtful, is no longer who you are. You've rewritten the script, and with that, a new life begins to unfold. In the next chapter, we'll explore how your body holds onto limiting beliefs and how you can use meditation to release them physically, allowing you to truly embody your new narrative. Chapter 4. The body's wisdom. You've spent years learning how to navigate the world with your mind, but there's another, often overlooked layer to who you are, your body. While you've been focused on reshaping your thoughts, your body has been carrying the weight of your beliefs in subtle yet profound ways. These beliefs aren't just in your mind. They are stored in your cells, your posture, your breath, and even the way you move through the world. The body doesn't lie. Think about the times when you felt anxious or fearful. Did you notice your chest tightening, your shoulders hunching, your breath becoming shallow? Did you feel a knot in your stomach or a weight in your chest when you thought about something that triggered doubt or fear? These physical sensations are a direct reflection of the beliefs running in the background of your mind. But here's the good news. Just as your body holds onto these limiting beliefs, it also has the power to release them. And that release is often the missing piece in the process of transformation. In meditation, we are taught to become aware of our thoughts, but we also need to become aware of our bodies. In the space of stillness, you can tune into the physical sensations that accompany your limiting beliefs. You can begin to notice how your body reacts to old stories and patterns, and with practice, you can learn how to release the tension and hold space for new, empowering beliefs. The first step in this process is to simply notice where your body holds tension. Take a moment now. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Begin to scan your body from head to toe. As you scan, pay attention to any areas where you feel discomfort or tightness. It might be in your shoulders, your jaw, your stomach, or your lower back. Just notice these areas without judgment. As you continue to breathe, bring awareness to these tight spots. Don't try to fix them or change them right away. Simply observe. Notice what they feel like. Do they feel heavy, tight, or constricted? How do they shift as you focus on them? Now, begin to imagine breathing into these areas of tension. With every inhale, allow the breath to fill the area. With every exhale, imagine releasing the tension, letting go of the stress, fear, or limiting belief stored in that part of your body. This simple exercise is the beginning of using your body as a tool for transformation. Your body, with its wisdom and intelligence, holds onto the energy of your limiting beliefs. And when you create the space to release it, you allow new, more empowering beliefs to take root. In the coming days, as you meditate, make this body awareness a regular part of your practice. Each time you sit in stillness, ask yourself, where am I holding tension? And as you focus on these areas, ask yourself, what belief is tied to this tension? You might not know the answer immediately, but with time, your body will begin to reveal the stories it's been carrying. As you breathe and release, you will gradually let go of the emotional weight that has kept you stuck. The body is an incredible ally in the process of transformation. Not only can it help you release limiting beliefs, but it can also guide you toward your true potential. Imagine standing tall, shoulders open, chest lifted, breathing deeply, free from the physical grip of old fears and doubts. This is the embodiment of your new self, one who is no longer confined by limiting beliefs. The body, when fully aligned with your new mindset, becomes a reflection of your empowered self. When you release the physical tension tied to old beliefs, you create the space for a new way of being. And as you begin to make this practice a part of your daily routine, you will start to notice a shift not just in your thoughts, but in your entire being. You will walk differently, feel differently, and experience the world in a way that is aligned with your true potential. But there is one more step. Now that you've begun the process of releasing limiting beliefs and embodying new ones, it's time to take your practice deeper. In the next chapter, we will explore the role of mindfulness in sustaining this transformation, and how it can keep you grounded in your new beliefs as you move forward. Chapter 5. Mindfulness as a foundation. The journey to transformation requires more than just awareness and release. It demands a steady, ongoing presence. You've begun to notice your limiting beliefs, to rewrite the narratives that have held you back, and to release the physical tension they caused. But if you want this transformation to be sustainable, it's crucial to create a foundation built on mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just a buzzword. It's a powerful practice that allows you to stay present, anchored in the moment, no matter what life throws at you. It's the practice of cultivating awareness, not just of your thoughts, but of your entire experience, your body, your emotions, your environment, and your reactions. When you practice mindfulness, you are constantly tuning in to the present moment, which is where true change happens. Most of our suffering comes from either dwelling in the past or worrying about the future. But neither the past nor the future can affect you in the present moment unless you allow it. In meditation, we develop the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions as they arise, without attaching meaning to them. This is what mindfulness helps us do. It teaches us to be with whatever is happening without judgment or resistance. You may have noticed, as you've worked through the previous chapters, that moments of tension, fear, or self-doubt arise even after you've noticed and released them. This is natural. Transforming your beliefs is not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process. That's where mindfulness comes in. It creates the space to respond to these moments with calm awareness, rather than reacting from a place of fear or habit. In meditation, mindfulness is practiced by focusing your attention on your breath, sensations, or a particular thought or image. But it's also about how you focus your attention. It's not about controlling the thoughts or pushing them away, but about acknowledging them and allowing them to pass without getting caught up in them. This is a powerful tool for releasing the grip of limiting beliefs. Let's take a moment now to practice mindfulness together. Find a comfortable seat or lie down and gently close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breath, not trying to change it, but simply noticing the inhale and the exhale. Feel the air as it enters your nose, travels down into your lungs, and exits your body. As you breathe, thoughts will inevitably arise. Perhaps they'll be about the past, the future, or something that happened earlier today. This is normal. Instead of following these thoughts or becoming frustrated with them, simply acknowledge them. Say to yourself, there's a thought about the past, or here's a thought about the future. Notice how your body feels in this moment. Where do you feel tension? Where do you feel ease? Observe your emotional state. Are you feeling calm, anxious, excited, or something else? Just notice. Each time your mind wanders or an emotion arises, simply return to your breath, your body, your present experience. In doing this, you're training yourself to be fully present, no matter what happens in your mind or life. This practice is powerful because it shifts you from being at the mercy of your thoughts to being the observer of them. Mindfulness doesn't just apply to meditation. It's a way of living. By carrying this awareness into your daily life, you create an unshakable foundation for transformation. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you'll be able to stay grounded in the present moment, even when challenging situations arise. Instead of reacting from a place of fear or old beliefs, you'll be able to choose your response from a place of awareness and clarity. In your everyday interactions, whether with people, tasks, or situations, ask yourself, how can I respond mindfully to this moment? You might notice yourself reacting in a familiar way, perhaps out of fear or frustration. But with mindfulness, you don't have to follow those habitual patterns. You have the power to pause, to notice, and to choose how you want to respond. As you integrate mindfulness into your daily life, you will begin to see a profound shift. Situations that once triggered anxiety or anger may no longer hold the same power over you. Negative beliefs that once seemed so true may begin to lose their grip. You'll notice that your awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and body has deepened, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease. But there's another important aspect of mindfulness that we must address. It's one thing to be mindful in a calm, quiet space, but it's another to bring mindfulness to moments of challenge and stress. It's easy to be present when life is flowing smoothly, but what happens when the storm hits? Mindfulness becomes even more essential in those moments. When you're faced with stress, doubt, or fear, the ability to be present, to not react but to respond with awareness, will keep you grounded. Think of mindfulness as the anchor in a stormy sea. Your thoughts and emotions might be tossed around, but the anchor of mindfulness keeps you steady. You can breathe deeply, observe your feelings without getting swept away by them, and respond with intention rather than reflex. The key to mindfulness is consistency. It's not about having perfect, uninterrupted meditation sessions. It's about returning to the present moment over and over again, each time you notice that you've drifted. The more you do this, the easier it becomes to live mindfully, to choose your responses instead of reacting automatically, and to sustain the transformation that has already begun. As you continue with your practice, keep in mind that mindfulness is a lifelong journey. It's not about achieving a particular state, but about learning to be present with each moment, whatever it may bring. By developing this skill, you'll create a deep sense of awareness and peace, and you'll find that the limiting beliefs that once held you back lose their power. In the next chapter, we will dive into how meditation can support you in navigating the challenges that come with the process of transformation. Life will continue to present obstacles, but your inner strength, fueled by mindfulness and meditation, will help you rise to meet them. Chapter 6. Embracing challenges. Transformation is rarely a smooth, uninterrupted path. Along the way, you will face challenges that test your commitment to change. These challenges may come in many forms: old triggers resurfacing, uncomfortable feelings rising, or even the doubt that your efforts are truly making a difference. It's natural to expect resistance when you're on the path to shedding old beliefs and stepping into a more empowered version of yourself. But rather than seeing these obstacles as setbacks, they can be seen as opportunities to deepen your practice and refine your mindset. This is a critical shift in perspective. Instead of running from the discomfort that change brings, you begin to embrace it as part of the process. Challenges aren't something to fear or avoid. They are the very experiences that will help you strengthen your resolve and further your growth. Consider this. Each time you face a difficult moment, you are presented with an opportunity to practice the skills you've been developing. You are given the chance to apply your mindfulness, your self-awareness, and your ability to release limiting beliefs. The discomfort that you feel in these moments is not a signal to turn back, but rather an invitation to step deeper into your true potential. In meditation, we often encounter the monkey mind, the constant chatter of thoughts that can distract or discourage us. When we meditate, we may be told to simply observe these thoughts, not reacting or attaching meaning to them. The same principle applies to the challenges you encounter in daily life. When the discomfort of transformation arises, you can learn to observe it without attaching to it. For instance, when old limiting beliefs resurface, it can be tempting to fall into the familiar patterns of self-doubt or fear. But instead of succumbing to those patterns, you can simply observe the belief as it arises, acknowledging it without judgment. This practice is rooted in mindfulness, noticing the belief, understanding that it doesn't define you, and letting it pass by without grasping onto it. One of the most powerful practices you can integrate into your daily life is to consciously welcome the challenges as they arise. In the moments when you're feeling resistance or discomfort, pause and take a breath. Ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? Instead of retreating or avoiding it, lean into it. Acknowledge it as part of your growth. As you engage with these moments of discomfort, try to view them from a place of curiosity. What is this situation revealing about me? What old belief is being triggered right now? Rather than labeling the experience as bad or uncomfortable, reframe it as an opportunity for insight and growth. This shift in perspective helps you build resilience and strengthens your capacity to navigate the obstacles that will inevitably come your way. Let's take a moment to explore how this works in practice. Think about a recent challenge or difficult emotion you encountered. It could have been an argument with someone, a moment of self-doubt, or a situation that triggered fear. Instead of resisting or suppressing the emotion, allow yourself to feel it fully. Don't judge yourself for feeling this way. Just notice the physical sensations and the thoughts that come with it. Now, observe the story you're telling yourself about this situation. What beliefs are being triggered? Do you feel unworthy, inadequate, or fearful of failure? Again, acknowledge these thoughts without judgment. It's important to remember that these thoughts are simply beliefs you've carried, but they do not define your reality. You have the power to change them. After acknowledging the emotion and belief, take a deep breath and gently ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? What would I choose to believe instead of this limiting thought? The process of embracing challenges is all about responding from a place of awareness rather than reaction. By consciously shifting your mindset in the face of discomfort, you strengthen the new beliefs that are emerging. You will likely find that, as you continue on your path, challenges will begin to feel less daunting. With each obstacle, you will have more tools at your disposal: mindfulness, body awareness, self-compassion, and the wisdom you've gained through your meditation practice. The more you embrace the discomfort and face it head-on, the less power it holds over you. The next step in this process is to begin to detach your identity from these challenges. Often, when we face difficulties, we personalize them. We begin to believe that because we're encountering obstacles, we're not making progress. This belief can lead to frustration and self-doubt, creating a loop of negativity. Instead of identifying yourself with the challenge, see yourself as the observer of it. You are not your thoughts, your challenges, or your past. You are the one observing them. With this mindset, challenges become less about something you need to fix and more about something you are learning to navigate. As you engage with life from this place of awareness, you begin to transcend the limiting beliefs that once held you back. The discomfort of change becomes the very thing that propels you forward. The path to transformation is not without its obstacles, but each challenge you face offers the potential for deeper self-awareness and growth. Rather than avoiding discomfort, learn to welcome it as a sign that you're pushing beyond your old limitations and stepping into a more empowered version of yourself. In the next chapter, we will explore how to maintain your commitment to transformation in the face of uncertainty and setbacks. The journey is long, but with the right mindset, you will continue to move forward, no matter what life throws at you. Chapter 7. Sustaining transformation. When you first begin your journey of transformation, it's natural to feel a surge of motivation. You are excited about the potential for change, and every new insight or shift feels like a victory. But as time passes, that initial burst of energy can fade, and you may find yourself questioning whether the changes you've made are lasting. You may wonder if you'll slip back into old patterns, or if the challenges you've faced will cause you to abandon the process altogether. This is a critical point in your journey, one where many people falter. The process of transformation is not linear, and there will be moments when it feels like you're back at square one. It's easy to get discouraged when change doesn't happen as quickly as you'd like, or when life presents new obstacles. But it's important to recognize that this is a natural part of the process, and with the right mindset and tools, you can sustain your transformation. Sustaining transformation requires commitment, consistency, and patience. It's not about a sudden, dramatic shift that happens overnight. It's about creating small, incremental changes that build on each other over time. This is the power of mindfulness and meditation. They are practices that, when consistently applied, help you stay grounded and centered as you move through life's inevitable ups and downs. The key to sustaining transformation is to stay present in the process. This means not becoming attached to the outcome, but rather embracing the journey itself. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of arriving at a destination or achieving a specific goal. But true transformation is not about reaching a fixed end point. It's about continuously evolving and growing. One of the most powerful tools for sustaining transformation is developing a daily practice. Whether it's meditation, mindfulness, journaling, or any other practice that helps you stay connected to your inner wisdom, consistency is key. A daily practice keeps you grounded and focused, even when life becomes chaotic or challenging. But it's not just about the practice itself, it's about how you approach it. When you sit down to meditate, for example, don't focus on achieving a specific result or reaching a certain state of mind. Simply commit to showing up, to being present with whatever arises. Over time, you'll notice that the practice becomes more effortless and natural, and the transformation becomes a deeper part of who you are. Another important aspect of sustaining transformation is to surround yourself with support. Transformation is not a solitary journey. It's something that can be greatly enhanced by the presence of others who are also committed to growth. This might mean joining a community, finding a mentor, or simply having a friend or loved one who supports your efforts. Support can also come from within. As you continue your practice, you will begin to develop a deeper sense of self-compassion. This is crucial when things get difficult or when you feel like you're slipping back into old habits. Instead of judging yourself for setbacks, practice being kind to yourself. Recognize that transformation is a process, and that setbacks are simply opportunities for growth. One of the most profound aspects of sustaining transformation is the ability to remain flexible. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how committed you are to your growth, challenges will arise. Your ability to adapt and stay present with whatever happens, without judging or resisting it, will determine your success. When you encounter obstacles, rather than seeing them as failures, view them as opportunities to practice your mindfulness, your resilience, and your ability to respond with awareness rather than reactivity. To deepen your commitment to transformation, consider setting an intention each day. This doesn't have to be a grand, complicated goal, but something simple and meaningful. Your intention could be to remain open to new insights, to respond to challenges with calm, or to simply show up for yourself each day. By setting a daily intention, you create a sense of purpose that keeps you moving forward, even on days when the path feels unclear. It's also important to celebrate your progress along the way. Transformation is a long-term process, and it's easy to overlook the small shifts that occur daily. But every time you choose mindfulness over reactivity, every time you release an old belief, and every time you respond with awareness rather than judgment, you are making progress. Acknowledge these moments, however small they may seem, and honor the growth that they represent. As you continue to integrate these practices into your life, you will find that sustaining transformation becomes a natural part of who you are. It's no longer about trying to change yourself. It's about aligning with the version of yourself that is already present within. Over time, you will find that the old patterns of limiting beliefs and reactivity lose their grip. You will walk through life with greater confidence, clarity, and peace. However, this doesn't mean that challenges won't continue to arise. Life is full of ups and downs, and you will face obstacles along the way. But now, you will approach them from a place of strength and awareness, knowing that you have the tools to navigate whatever comes your way. You will recognize that these challenges are part of the ongoing process of growth, and you will have the ability to stay grounded and centered in the face of them. In the next chapter, we will explore how to integrate your newfound mindset into all areas of your life. Transformation isn't just something that happens on the meditation cushion. It's something that permeates every aspect of your being. By consciously applying your insights to your relationships, career, and personal growth, you will begin to see the profound effects of your transformation in every part of your life. Chapter 8. Living your transformation is not something that stays confined to the quiet moments of meditation or the few minutes you carve out for self-reflection. The true power of transformation lies in how it influences your day-to-day life, how it impacts your relationships, your career, your choices, and your interactions with the world around you. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that transformation happens in isolation, on the cushion, in silence, away from the noise of life. But real change begins when you take the insights you've gained from your inner work and bring them into your everyday experiences. At its core, this is about integration. It's about taking the new perspectives you've cultivated, those shifts in mindset and belief, and applying them to your reality. And in doing so, you begin to embody your transformation, no longer just observing it but living it fully. One of the first steps in living your transformation is to become more conscious of how you show up in the world. The way you interact with others, the way you approach your work, and the way you make decisions are all reflections of the beliefs you carry. The more aware you become of these moments, the more you can consciously choose to act from a place of empowerment, mindfulness, and self-awareness. Start by observing the areas of your life where you still feel stuck or reactive. These are often the places where old beliefs are still operating beneath the surface. For example, if you still find yourself getting defensive in conversations, it may indicate an underlying belief about your worth or your ability to communicate. Or, if you find yourself procrastinating or feeling overwhelmed at work, it could be a sign of limiting beliefs around success or failure. These moments of tension or frustration are clues. They are the areas where your transformation needs to be brought into focus. When you catch yourself in these patterns, pause and ask yourself, how can I respond differently? What belief am I operating from right now? This pause allows you to reflect before reacting, and in that space, you can make a choice that aligns with the new, empowered version of yourself you are becoming. For instance, if you're facing a difficult conversation with someone, instead of reacting from a place of defensiveness, you can choose to approach it with openness and curiosity. You can ask questions, listen with empathy, and hold space for the other person's perspective. By doing this, you move beyond old patterns of conflict and engage in a way that fosters connection and understanding. In your career, living your transformation means showing up with confidence and clarity, without the fear of failure or the need for external validation. It's about taking actions that are aligned with your values and your true purpose, rather than trying to meet external expectations or conform to societal norms. When you act from a place of self-awareness, you stop being swayed by external pressures and begin making decisions that reflect your authentic self. This can be a powerful shift, especially if you've spent much of your life people-pleasing or seeking approval. To truly live your transformation, you must give yourself permission to be authentic in all that you do. This means trusting yourself, making decisions based on your values, and knowing that you are worthy of success and happiness, regardless of external circumstances. Living your transformation also means applying mindfulness to your relationships. Relationships are a mirror of your internal state, and how you show up in them is often a direct reflection of your beliefs and emotional patterns. When you bring mindfulness into your relationships, you are able to engage with others from a place of non-judgment, empathy, and compassion. When conflict arises, instead of reacting with old patterns of anger, defensiveness, or withdrawal, you have the opportunity to pause and respond mindfully. This allows you to communicate more effectively, create space for the other person's feelings, and foster a deeper sense of connection. Your relationships will evolve as you show up in a more authentic, empowered way. Another crucial area of living your transformation is your relationship with yourself. Transformation is not only about how you interact with others, but also about how you treat yourself. In the past, you may have held on to limiting beliefs about your worth, your abilities, or your place in the world. But as you continue to meditate and shift your mindset, you begin to embrace a deeper level of self-love and self-compassion. This means letting go of self-criticism and embracing self-acceptance. It means acknowledging that you are a work in progress and that your value is not contingent upon perfection. Living your transformation involves showing yourself the same kindness and patience that you would show to a loved one. It's about accepting your flaws and mistakes as part of the journey, rather than as evidence of your inadequacy. To truly embody transformation, you must also be willing to let go of any remaining attachment to the past. This can be one of the hardest aspects of the process, as old wounds, regrets, and attachments can cling to you, preventing you from moving forward. But in order to fully live your transformation, you must release the weight of the past and embrace the present moment. This doesn't mean ignoring your history or dismissing your experiences, but rather letting go of the stories and beliefs that keep you tethered to who you once were. You can choose to see yourself not as the sum of your past mistakes, but as a person who is continually evolving and growing. Living your transformation requires courage and commitment. It's not always easy to embody the new version of yourself in the face of old patterns or external pressures. But as you consistently choose to act from a place of mindfulness, authenticity, and empowerment, you will find that transformation becomes a natural part of who you are. As we move into the next chapter, we will dive deeper into how to maintain a sense of balance and peace, even in the face of external chaos. Life will continue to throw challenges your way, but with the right mindset, you can remain grounded and centered, no matter what comes your way. Chapter 9. Embracing challenges with calm. The path to transformation is not without its obstacles. In fact, it's precisely through the challenges and difficulties you encounter that you'll truly deepen your understanding of yourself and the process. Challenges are inevitable. They are a part of life, and no matter how much inner work you do, external pressures will always arise. Whether it's a difficult situation at work, a challenging relationship, or unexpected life changes, challenges are often the catalyst for growth. But how you approach these challenges determines whether they will hold you back or propel you forward. This chapter is about embracing challenges not as something to avoid or fear, but as opportunities for transformation. The shift in perspective you need to make is this: challenges are not obstacles that threaten your peace. They are invitations to deepen your practice, sharpen your awareness, and ground yourself in your new mindset. When you embrace challenges with calm, you create an inner resilience that allows you to stay centered, regardless of external circumstances. A key part of embracing challenges is understanding that your reaction to them is what shapes your experience. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. The first step in responding calmly to a challenge is to cultivate awareness. This means noticing when you are triggered or upset and acknowledging those feelings without judgment. When something difficult happens, whether it's an argument with a loved one, an unexpected setback at work, or a personal challenge, take a moment to pause. Before reacting, allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise, but don't let them dictate your behavior. Instead of rushing to fix the problem or react defensively, allow yourself the space to simply observe. Notice the sensations in your body, the thoughts that arise, and the emotions you're experiencing. This pause creates a space between stimulus and response, and in that space, you have the power to choose. You don't have to react from a place of fear, anger, or frustration. You can choose to respond with mindfulness, patience, and calm. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or ignoring the challenge, but rather allowing yourself to be with the challenge without becoming overwhelmed by it. One of the most powerful tools for maintaining calm in the face of challenge is breathwork. When you feel triggered or upset, your body goes into a state of fight or flight. Your heart rate increases, your breathing becomes shallow, and your mind races. In these moments, deep breathing can help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body and mind. By practicing deep, intentional breathing, you send a signal to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. Try this. In the midst of a challenge, take a deep breath in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 6 counts. Do this several times, allowing your body to relax with each breath. With practice, this simple technique can become a powerful tool for maintaining calm in even the most challenging situations. Another way to approach challenges with calm is to reframe the situation. Rather than viewing challenges as problems or setbacks, try to see them as opportunities for growth. Each challenge you face is a chance to practice mindfulness, patience, and resilience. Every difficulty is an opportunity to deepen your self-awareness and strengthen your ability to navigate life with grace. For example, if you face a difficult conversation with a colleague or loved one, instead of seeing it as a confrontation, view it as an opportunity to practice your communication skills and emotional regulation. If you encounter a setback at work or in your personal life, rather than seeing it as failure, view it as an opportunity to learn and adjust your approach. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. It removes the sense of victimhood that often accompanies challenges and replaces it with a sense of agency and control. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the one who chooses how to respond to them. Living with calm also means letting go of the need to control everything. Often, we approach challenges with the mindset that we must fix them immediately, that we must find a solution, and that we must do so in a way that brings us relief. But true calm comes when we accept that not everything can be controlled or resolved in the moment. Sometimes, the most empowering thing you can do is to simply sit with uncertainty and discomfort. This doesn't mean resigning yourself to a situation, but rather allowing yourself to be at peace with the fact that you don't have all the answers right now. Life is messy, and challenges are often complex. By letting go of the need for immediate resolution, you create space for clarity and insight to emerge. Another crucial aspect of embracing challenges with calm is self-compassion. When you face difficulties, it's easy to be hard on yourself, to feel like you should have done better or that you are somehow failing. But self-criticism only adds to the stress and makes it harder to respond with calm. Instead, practice being kind to yourself in the face of challenge. Recognize that you are doing your best, and that it's okay to stumble or make mistakes along the way. Self-compassion means acknowledging your humanity. It means offering yourself the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend who was struggling. By treating yourself with compassion, you release the pressure to be perfect and create an environment where calm can flourish. Embracing challenges with calm is a lifelong practice. The more you lean into challenges with awareness and mindfulness, the more natural it becomes to stay centered in the face of adversity. Over time, You will notice that challenges no longer feel like insurmountable obstacles, but rather like invitations to practice your resilience and inner peace. As we move into the next chapter, we will explore how to use the lessons from your challenges to deepen your understanding of yourself and your transformation. Life's difficulties are not only opportunities for growth, they are the very material through which your transformation is made real. Through them, you will continue to refine and expand the empowered version of yourself that you are becoming. Chapter 10. Turning struggles into wisdom. Every challenge, every difficulty, and every moment of hardship carries with it the seed of wisdom. It's often through the most trying experiences that we learn the deepest lessons about ourselves, the world, and the nature of change. While the discomfort of a struggle can make it feel like something to be avoided or escaped, the truth is that these struggles are often the very things that shape our growth. The key to turning struggles into wisdom lies in how we respond to them. It's easy to fall into a mindset of resistance, to push against the difficulty and wish for it to disappear. But when you begin to approach life with the understanding that struggles are opportunities for deep learning, your entire perspective shifts. You stop seeing life's challenges as threats to your peace, and instead, you begin to view them as gateways to deeper understanding. One of the most powerful ways to transform struggle into wisdom is by cultivating a reflective practice. This doesn't mean just thinking about what went wrong or replaying past mistakes over and over. Reflection is about stepping back and observing your experiences with curiosity and openness, without judgment. It's about asking, what can I learn from this? What has this situation revealed to me about my beliefs, my fears, or my desires? Reflection helps you distill the lessons from each struggle and integrate them into your life. For example, if you've faced a conflict in a relationship, take time to reflect on how you showed up in that situation. What were your reactions? What beliefs or fears were influencing your behavior? Were there patterns that you recognized in your response? This process of reflection allows you to break down the situation objectively, separating the emotional charge from the insights that can help you grow. The goal isn't to blame or criticize yourself, but to understand how you can respond differently in the future. Every time you reflect on a struggle, you gain clarity about how you can act with more mindfulness, empathy, and authenticity moving forward. Another important part of transforming struggles into wisdom is embracing vulnerability. It's often when we are feeling most vulnerable that the lessons we need to learn are the clearest. Vulnerability is the willingness to face discomfort, to acknowledge that we don't have all the answers, and to open ourselves to the possibility of growth. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you release the need for control and perfection. You open yourself up to the reality of your situation and give yourself permission to learn, adapt, and change. This doesn't mean becoming passive or resigned. Rather, it means being open to the process of learning from whatever comes your way, even if it's difficult. A powerful practice for transforming struggle into wisdom is the act of journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and reflections provides a tangible way to process your experiences. By putting pen to paper, you allow yourself to externalize your thoughts and gain clarity about the lessons embedded in each struggle. Journaling can help you identify patterns in your behavior, uncover hidden beliefs, and gain insight into how you can respond with greater awareness moving forward. For instance, if you've recently gone through a challenging period in your career, write about the experience. What challenges did you face? What emotions came up for you? What beliefs about your abilities or your worth were triggered? By writing it all down, you give yourself the space to process the situation and begin to see it through a more objective lens. You might uncover insights that help you understand why you reacted the way you did, and how you can approach future challenges with more wisdom. Another powerful tool in turning struggles into wisdom is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to become more present with your experiences, to observe your thoughts and emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. When you practice mindfulness in the midst of struggle, you create a mental space between the event and your reaction. This space is where transformation occurs. In moments of struggle, practice bringing your full awareness to the present moment. Notice what is happening around you. Notice what is happening within you. Breathe deeply and observe without judgment. This simple act of mindful presence helps you detach from the emotional charge of the situation and allows you to see it from a broader perspective. By doing so, you may uncover new insights, solutions, or a greater sense of peace. Living through struggle also teaches us the importance of self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when things aren't going well, to blame ourselves for not doing enough or for not measuring up. But self-compassion is about acknowledging that we are human, that we make mistakes, and that our worth is not contingent upon our perfection. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with kindness when you are struggling, offering yourself the same love and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. When you approach struggles with compassion, you release the pressure to be flawless and allow yourself to grow through the experience. Instead of beating yourself up for not having it all figured out, you give yourself the permission to learn, evolve, and try again. As you begin to see your struggles as opportunities for wisdom, you also develop a greater sense of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to navigate challenges with strength and grace. But resilience isn't something that comes naturally to everyone. It's something that is cultivated over time through experiences and practice. Each struggle you face helps you build resilience. The more you practice reflecting on your challenges, embracing vulnerability, being mindful and offering yourself compassion, the stronger your resilience becomes. You learn that you can face difficult situations without being defeated by them. In fact, with each struggle, you become more equipped to handle whatever comes your way with greater clarity and confidence. Ultimately, the wisdom gained from struggles is a deep, transformative process. It teaches you that growth is not linear, that setbacks are simply part of the journey, and that every challenge carries with it the potential for personal evolution. As you continue to turn struggles into wisdom, you'll notice that your approach to life changes. Instead of fearing challenges, you begin to welcome them, knowing that each one is an opportunity to expand your understanding of yourself and the world around you. As we move into the next chapter, we will explore how to integrate the wisdom from struggles into your ongoing journey of self-transformation. Now that you have learned how to turn struggles into valuable lessons, we will dive into how to continue evolving by applying these lessons to every area of your life. Chapter 11. Living with intentionality. Transformation, in its purest form, requires more than just reacting to life's challenges. It requires living with intention, actively choosing how you show up in every moment, how you direct your energy, and how you shape your thoughts and actions. Without intentionality, even the deepest insights and the most profound changes can remain disconnected from your day-to-day life. Intentional living is about aligning your actions with your true values, goals, and purpose. It's about being mindful of how you spend your time, what you focus on, and who you surround yourself with. In this chapter, we will explore how to create a life that is not driven by external circumstances, but by a deeper sense of purpose and direction. Living with intentionality means consciously choosing what you want to create and how you want to feel, rather than simply responding to whatever comes your way. It's about reclaiming your power to choose and directing that power toward building the life you truly want. The first step in living with intentionality is identifying your core values. These values act as your compass, guiding every decision and action you take. Values are the things that matter most to you. They are the principles and qualities you want to embody in your life. For example, you might value authenticity, compassion, creativity, or growth. Take time to reflect on your values. What do you truly care about? What do you want to prioritize in your life? When you are clear on your values, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with them. Living in alignment with your values creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose, because you are no longer driven by external pressures or superficial desires. Instead, you are living in accordance with what truly matters to you. Once you've identified your core values, the next step is to set intentional goals. Goals give you something to strive toward. They provide focus and direction in your life. But goals are most powerful when they are connected to your values. When your goals are aligned with what you truly care about, they become meaningful and motivating. To set intentional goals, first think about what you want to create in your life. What would make you feel fulfilled, purposeful, and proud? These goals don't have to be big or grandiose. They can be simple, everyday things that help you live in alignment with your values. For example, if one of your core values is health, an intentional goal might be to exercise regularly or eat nourishing foods. If you value connection, an intentional goal might be to spend more quality time with loved ones. The key is to make your goals specific, measurable, and aligned with your deeper sense of purpose. When you have clear goals that are grounded in your values, it becomes easier to stay focused and motivated, even in the face of challenges. Living with intentionality also means being mindful of how you spend your time and energy. We all have limited time on this planet, and how we choose to use that time determines the quality of our lives. If you want to live a life of purpose, it's important to examine how you are currently spending your time. Are you spending your time doing things that align with your values? Are you prioritizing activities that bring you joy, fulfillment, and growth? Or are you caught up in habits, distractions, and obligations that don't serve your deeper purpose? One of the most transformative actions you can take is to eliminate or minimize the things in your life that drain your energy or take you off course. This could mean cutting out toxic relationships, reducing time spent on social media, or setting boundaries with work or other obligations. By consciously choosing where you invest your time, you create space for the things that truly matter. Mindfulness plays a huge role in intentional living. When you are mindful of your thoughts, actions, and interactions, you become more aware of whether they align with your true intentions. This awareness gives you the power to course-correct when needed, to stop, breathe, and check in with yourself. It helps you stay on track, even when life feels chaotic or overwhelming. Another important aspect of living intentionally is embracing the present moment. Often, we get caught up in the future or the past, constantly thinking about what we have to do next or regretting what has already happened. But when you live with intention, you bring your full attention to the present moment. This is where life actually happens, and it's where you can make the most meaningful choices. Living intentionally means savoring each moment, noticing the small things, and taking purposeful action in the here and now. Whether it's enjoying a cup of tea, having a conversation with a loved one, or working on a meaningful project, being fully present in each moment amplifies the impact of your actions. Another key element of intentional living is practicing gratitude. When you live intentionally, you become more aware of the abundance in your life. You begin to notice all the things that are working, all the things that are going well, and all the ways in which you are supported. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present, and this shift can radically change the way you experience life. Every day, take a few moments to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as appreciating a warm bed, a good conversation, or a delicious meal. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will begin to see the beauty and abundance in your life. Gratitude helps you stay grounded in the present moment and reinforces your sense of intentionality. Living with intentionality also means being willing to adapt and evolve. While having clear values and goals is important, it's also important to remain flexible. Life is constantly changing, and sometimes what you thought you wanted or needed may shift over time. The key is to remain open to this process of evolution, trusting that your intentions will guide you toward the most authentic and fulfilling path. As we move into the next chapter, we'll explore how to harness the power of intention to create lasting change in your life. By bringing conscious awareness to the way you live, you can not only transform your mindset, but also begin to shape the reality you want to experience. With intentionality as your foundation, you will have the clarity and direction to navigate life's challenges and create the future you desire. Chapter 12. The power of letting go. There are few things more liberating than the ability to let go. Letting go is not about giving up or resigning yourself to fate. It's about releasing what no longer serves you so that you can create space for something new. Whether it's an old belief, a toxic relationship, or an outdated version of yourself, letting go is an essential part of the transformation process. At the heart of letting go is the willingness to embrace change. Change can be uncomfortable, especially when it involves leaving behind things we've known for a long time. We might cling to our habits, our beliefs, or even our pain because they feel familiar or safe. But when we hold on too tightly, we limit our ability to grow. Letting go is the process of loosening our grip on what's keeping us stuck and opening ourselves up to the possibility of new experiences, perspectives, and opportunities. The first step in letting go is acknowledging what needs to be released. This can be difficult because it requires you to confront the things you may have been avoiding or denying. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that is keeping me stuck? What am I afraid to release because I fear I won't be okay without it? It could be an old identity that no longer fits, a relationship that drains you, or a belief that holds you back. Perhaps you are holding on to fear or self-doubt, believing that they are necessary for protection or motivation. Whatever it is, it's important to bring awareness to it. Once you've identified what needs to go, the next step is to examine why you are holding on. Oftentimes, we hold on to things because they provide us with a sense of security, even if that security is false. For example, you may cling to the belief that you are not worthy of success because it feels safer than believing you could fail. Or you may hold on to a toxic relationship because you fear being alone. Understanding the root of your attachment is key to letting go. You can ask yourself, what do I believe about myself that makes this attachment feel necessary? What am I afraid of if I release this? Understanding the deeper emotional or psychological need that your attachment serves can help you begin to dismantle the hold it has on you. Once you've gained clarity on why you're holding on, the next step is to actively release it. This can take many forms, and the method you choose will depend on what you're letting go of. One powerful way to let go is through forgiveness. If you are holding on to anger, resentment, or hurt from the past, forgiveness can help you free yourself from the emotional weight of these experiences. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the hold that these past experiences have over you. It's about choosing to no longer carry the burden of negative emotions that are keeping you from moving forward. When you forgive, you free yourself from the past and create space for healing. Another powerful tool for letting go is mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to detach from them rather than becoming consumed by them. When you practice mindfulness, you create a mental space between yourself and your attachments, making it easier to release them. For example, if you are holding on to a belief that you are not good enough, You can use mindfulness to observe that thought without identifying with it. You can notice the thought and the emotions it brings up, but instead of reacting to it or trying to suppress it, you simply observe it. Over time, this practice of detachment allows you to loosen your grip on limiting beliefs and create space for new, empowering thoughts. Another way to let go is through the practice of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing your need for control and trusting that life will unfold as it is meant to. Surrender is about letting go of the need to force things to happen, and instead allowing the flow of life to guide you. Surrendering can be particularly powerful when you are faced with uncertainty or resistance. Instead of clinging to a rigid plan or outcome, surrender invites you to trust that everything is unfolding in its own time and that you are exactly where you need to be. It's an act of faith, faith that the universe, or life itself, has a greater plan than your limited perspective can see. Letting go also requires self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you feel like you are struggling to release something. You might think, why can't I just let this go? But the process of letting go is a journey, not a one-time event. It takes time, patience, and kindness toward yourself. One of the most common things people struggle to let go of is the past. Whether it's a past mistake, a missed opportunity, or a painful experience, the past has a way of holding us in its grip. But living in the past keeps us from moving forward. The only moment we truly have is now. By letting go of past regrets, resentments, and attachments, we free ourselves to live fully in the present. The process of letting go can also be physical. Sometimes we accumulate so much clutter, both physical and emotional, that it becomes overwhelming. Decluttering your environment can be a powerful way to release what no longer serves you. When you declutter your space, you create a sense of lightness and clarity. You make room for new energy and new possibilities. Physical decluttering can also serve as a metaphor for emotional decluttering. As you let go of physical possessions, you might find it easier to release mental and emotional baggage. It's a reminder that letting go is not only about removing things from your life, but also about making space for the things that truly matter. Letting go is not always easy, but it is always necessary for growth. As you release what no longer serves you, you create room for new opportunities, new beliefs, and new ways of being. You make space for the life you truly want to create. As we move into the next chapter, we will explore how to embrace new beginnings and create a future that is aligned with your true desires. Letting go is the first step in making room for the new, and in the next chapter, we will dive into the process of building a future that reflects your authentic self. Chapter 13. Embracing new beginnings after you've let go of what no longer serves you. The next step in your transformative journey is to embrace new beginnings. This is where the true power of transformation unfolds, the moment when you consciously choose to step into the next chapter of your life. It's an opportunity to rebuild from a place of clarity, purpose, and alignment. However, embracing new beginnings often requires letting go of the fear of the unknown and trusting in your ability to create something entirely new. The process of embracing new beginnings begins with a shift in mindset. Often, we resist change because we fear the unfamiliar. We cling to the comfort of what we know, even if it no longer serves us, because stepping into the unknown feels unsafe. But new beginnings are not threats. They are invitations to step into a greater version of yourself. It's about recognizing that the unknown is not something to fear. It's something to embrace with curiosity, excitement, and trust. To begin, it's important to recognize that new beginnings can take many forms. They don't always have to be monumental or life-altering changes. Sometimes, a new beginning can simply be the decision to approach your life with a fresh perspective or a renewed sense of purpose. It could mean starting a new project, developing a new habit, or even beginning a new relationship. Regardless of the scale, new beginnings represent the opportunity to move forward with intention and clarity. One of the key elements of embracing new beginnings is to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Transformation does not happen in the familiar. It happens when we challenge ourselves to step into the unknown and take risks. Growth requires discomfort. It requires doing things that feel unfamiliar or scary. But it is precisely through these actions that we expand our capabilities and move closer to the life we truly desire. This might mean taking a leap of faith in your career, making a major life change, or confronting a fear you've been avoiding for years. It's about shifting your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. When you embrace new beginnings, you open yourself up to the full range of experiences that life has to offer, and you allow yourself to become the person you are meant to be. A powerful tool for embracing new beginnings is visualization. Visualization helps you create a clear mental image of what you want to create in your life. It allows you to see yourself stepping into new opportunities, embracing challenges, and living the life you desire. When you visualize new beginnings, you not only create a roadmap for your future, but also reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Spend time each day visualizing your future. Imagine yourself stepping confidently into new opportunities, feeling the excitement of fresh starts, and embodying the person you want to become. The more vivid and real you make these images in your mind, the more likely you are to take the actions necessary to bring them into reality. In addition to visualization, setting intentions is another powerful practice for embracing new beginnings. Intentions help you clarify your goals and focus your energy on the actions that will bring you closer to your desired outcome. Setting an intention is different from setting a goal. It's about defining the energy or quality you want to bring into your life, rather than focusing on a specific outcome. For example, instead of setting the goal of getting a promotion, you might set the intention to embrace opportunities for growth and leadership. This shifts your focus from a specific result to the overall feeling or experience you want to create. When you set intentions, you invite the universe to support you in ways that are aligned with your highest good, even if the path to get there is not immediately clear. Another aspect of embracing new beginnings is recognizing that transformation is not always linear. There will be moments of uncertainty, doubt, and even setbacks along the way. But this does not mean you have failed. It means you are in the process of growth. Embrace these moments as part of your journey. See them not as obstacles, but as opportunities for deeper learning and expansion. When you face challenges, remember that every new beginning comes with its own set of growing pains. It's part of the process. The key is to keep moving forward, even if the steps feel small. Progress is still progress, and every step you take brings you closer to the person you are becoming. Another powerful tool for embracing new beginnings is cultivating patience. Often, when we make a decision to start something new, we expect immediate results. But true transformation takes time. It's important to trust the process and allow yourself to unfold at your own pace. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate new beginnings. Allow space for mistakes, setbacks, and moments of doubt. These are all part of the journey, and they don't negate the progress you've made. Patience also involves trusting that the right opportunities will appear at the right time. Sometimes, we try to force things to happen or rush the process, but this only creates resistance. When you embrace new beginnings with patience, you create space for the right opportunities to manifest naturally, without feeling the pressure to control every outcome. In this chapter, we've explored how embracing new beginnings is essential for personal transformation. It's about letting go of old patterns, facing the unknown with courage, and stepping into new opportunities with intention and clarity. New beginnings allow you to realign your life with your true purpose and create the space for growth, joy, and fulfillment. As we move into the next chapter, we will dive deeper into the power of resilience. In the face of new beginnings, challenges are inevitable, and resilience is what will allow you to persevere and thrive. Resilience is the quality that will help you bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward, even when things feel difficult. Let's explore how you can cultivate resilience to continue on your transformative journey. Chapter 14. Cultivating resilience. Resilience is the bedrock of lasting transformation. It's the quiet strength that allows us to persevere through challenges, adapt to new circumstances, and keep moving forward when the path becomes unclear. It's not about avoiding adversity, it's about how we respond to it. In the process of change, setbacks are inevitable, but resilience is what turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. This chapter is dedicated to understanding how you can cultivate resilience in your own life and use it as a driving force for your continued transformation. At the heart of resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties. But resilience is not just about recovering from adversity, it's about growing stronger through it. When you experience a challenge or setback, it can feel like a roadblock, but resilience helps you shift your perspective. Instead of seeing these moments as failures or dead ends, you begin to see them as valuable learning experiences. You understand that every challenge contains the seed of growth, and that facing adversity with grace is where true transformation lies. To cultivate resilience, the first step is to shift your mindset. Rather than viewing difficulties as threats, begin to view them as opportunities for growth. This requires a fundamental shift in how you see the world. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" Resilience is born from the willingness to embrace challenges, not as problems to avoid, but as essential parts of your journey that contribute to your strength and growth. The second key aspect of resilience is emotional regulation. When faced with challenges, it's easy to become overwhelmed by emotions like fear, frustration, or anger. However, these emotions can cloud your judgment and make it harder to respond effectively. Cultivating emotional resilience means developing the ability to observe and manage your emotions, rather than letting them dictate your behavior. A simple but powerful practice to develop emotional regulation is mindfulness. By becoming more aware of your emotions in real time, you can create space between the stimulus, the challenge, and your response. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause, breathe, and choose a response that aligns with your higher goals. Mindfulness helps you recognize that emotions are temporary and that you don't have to be controlled by them. This gives you the power to respond to challenges with clarity, rather than being swept away by emotional turbulence. In addition to emotional regulation, resilience is strengthened by the ability to maintain a sense of purpose. When you face adversity, it's easy to become distracted by the immediate discomfort or difficulty of the situation. But maintaining a clear sense of why you're doing what you're doing helps you stay grounded. When you have a deep understanding of your values and your larger goals, setbacks don't feel like insurmountable roadblocks. They become temporary hurdles on your path. Ask yourself, what is my deeper purpose in this situation? Whether it's pursuing a career goal, navigating a personal challenge, or working through a period of growth, always return to your why. Your sense of purpose will provide you with the strength to keep going when the going gets tough. It's the anchor that holds you steady through the storm. Another powerful tool for cultivating resilience is self-compassion. Often, when we face setbacks, we become our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up for not being perfect or for not achieving our goals fast enough. However, self-criticism only weakens resilience. It undermines our confidence and sense of self-worth. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is about treating yourself with kindness and understanding when things don't go as planned. Instead of judging yourself for your mistakes, offer yourself the same compassion you would offer to a friend. Acknowledge the difficulty of the situation and remind yourself that it's okay to stumble. Resilience isn't about being invincible. It's about showing up for yourself with love and patience, even when things don't go according to plan. Support systems are also crucial for resilience. No one is meant to go through life's challenges alone. Having a network of supportive friends, family, or mentors can provide you with the strength and perspective you need during tough times. Don't be afraid to lean on others for support when you need it. Sharing your struggles with someone who understands can alleviate the burden and help you see the situation from a different angle. Remember, resilience isn't about doing it all by yourself. It's about knowing when to ask for help. A key practice for building resilience is developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset fosters a love for learning and a resilience in the face of failure. When you adopt a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as proof of your inadequacy. A growth mindset is essential for overcoming setbacks because it shifts the focus from failure to progress. Instead of feeling defeated by a setback, you view it as a stepping stone on the path to mastery. This mindset helps you bounce back quickly, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Resilience also involves developing patience. Sometimes, growth takes time, and the results you desire won't happen overnight. Patience is essential for staying the course when progress feels slow. Rather than getting discouraged by delays or obstacles, cultivate the belief that everything is unfolding in its own time. Trust in the process and remember that resilience is built over time. As you cultivate resilience, it's important to celebrate small victories along the way. Each time you overcome a challenge or bounce back from a setback, take a moment to acknowledge your strength and perseverance. These small victories build momentum and reinforce your belief in your ability to keep going, no matter what obstacles come your way. Resilience doesn't just help you survive difficulties, it helps you thrive in the face of adversity. It's the quality that will allow you to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination, even when the road gets tough. And as you continue your journey of transformation, resilience will be the force that propels you forward, no matter what challenges you encounter. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of gratitude. While resilience helps you navigate challenges, gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present. Gratitude has the power to transform your perspective and elevate your experience of life, creating a sense of abundance and joy, no matter the circumstances. Let's dive into how cultivating gratitude can enhance your resilience and enrich your transformation. Chapter 15. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is the final pillar in your transformative journey. It is the key to unlocking an abundant mindset, shifting your perspective, and experiencing life with deeper fulfillment. While resilience allows you to weather life's storms and emerge stronger, gratitude helps you find peace in the present moment, no matter what challenges you may be facing. It allows you to see life not as something that happens to you, but as something that is always offering you opportunities to grow, learn, and evolve. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. When you are caught in the cycle of stress, overwhelm, or fear, it's easy to overlook the many blessings in your life. But gratitude helps you pause, reflect, and recognize the beauty in even the smallest moments. It reminds you that, no matter where you are on your journey, there is always something to be grateful for. The practice of gratitude is simple yet profound. It's about consciously acknowledging the things, people, and experiences that bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment. This can include anything from a loving relationship, a beautiful sunset, or even the simple fact that you are alive and breathing. By regularly focusing on what you are thankful for, you begin to cultivate a mindset of abundance, which in turn transforms your experience of life. One of the most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. They can be big or small. There is no right or wrong way to practice gratitude. The key is consistency. Over time, you will begin to notice a shift in your mindset as you focus more on what you have rather than what you lack. This simple practice rewires your brain to see the world through a lens of positivity and appreciation, which enhances your ability to navigate life with resilience and grace. While gratitude is often associated with the positive aspects of life, it's also important to acknowledge that even in challenging moments, there is something to be grateful for. This doesn't mean bypassing your feelings or pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Rather, it means recognizing that every experience, even the difficult ones, offers valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. By embracing gratitude in all aspects of your life, you can shift your relationship with challenges and view them as integral parts of your journey. The practice of gratitude also enhances your emotional well-being. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can reduce stress, improve mental health, and increase feelings of happiness and contentment. It has the power to elevate your vibration and attract more positive experiences into your life. When you focus on the good multiplies. Gratitude has a magnetic quality. It draws more of what you appreciate into your experience. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for deepening your connections with others. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, you strengthen your relationships and create a ripple effect of positivity. Taking the time to thank someone, whether it's a friend, a colleague, or a family member, not only brightens their day but also enhances your own sense of connection and fulfillment. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, you contribute to a culture of kindness and love, which strengthens the support networks that are vital to your growth. To amplify the power of gratitude, practice it mindfully. Take a few moments each day to pause and reflect on the things you are thankful for. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to fully absorb the sense of gratitude you feel. Notice how your body responds as you shift your focus from stress or negativity to appreciation and peace. This practice helps you center yourself and create space for greater joy and fulfillment to enter your life. Gratitude is also transformative because it helps you embrace the present moment. Often, we get so caught up in what we want or what we think we need that we forget to appreciate the here and now. Gratitude pulls you out of the future or past and grounds you in the present. It helps you experience life more fully and with greater presence, allowing you to savor the beauty of each moment. As you move forward in your journey, make gratitude a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Whether it's through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the good in your life, integrate gratitude into everything you do. By doing so, you'll create a shift in your energy, your mindset, and your experience of the world. In addition to this daily practice, consider sharing your gratitude with others. Express appreciation for those who have helped you, supported you, or brought joy into your life. These small acts of kindness create a cycle of gratitude that nourishes both you and those around you. You'll find that the more you express your gratitude, the more reasons you'll find to be grateful. Gratitude also helps you stay focused on your purpose. When you feel grateful for the opportunities and experiences in your life, you are more likely to take aligned action toward your goals. It helps you stay motivated and driven, knowing that you are already supported and that abundance is available to you. Gratitude opens the door to new possibilities and creates the mental space you need to move forward with confidence. As you embrace gratitude, remember that it is not just a practice, it is a mindset. It is a way of being in the world, a way of approaching every challenge, opportunity, and interaction with openness and appreciation. It's about recognizing that life is constantly offering you something to be grateful for, even in the most unexpected places. In conclusion, gratitude is the final piece of your transformation puzzle. It is the energy that elevates all of the work you've done up until this point. By cultivating gratitude, you reinforce your resilience, strengthen your sense of purpose, and transform your experience of life. It is the lens through which you see the world as a place of abundance, possibility, and connection. As you finish this audiobook and continue on your journey, remember that transformation is not a destination. It is a continuous, evolving process. The practices you've learned here, embracing new beginnings, cultivating resilience, and practicing gratitude, are tools you can use for the rest of your life. Each day is an opportunity for new growth, new insights, and new experiences. Embrace the journey with gratitude, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The power to unlock your true potential has always been within you. All it takes is the willingness to embrace it.